Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another exciting night here in NHBL history. It is day 2 of Divisionals here at the NHBL Finals of Season 9. My name is Sins alongside my good buddy Radovan. And we have more exciting matches to bring to you tonight. Last night we had a very stellar match between Cooper King and Brightboy, where Brightboy came back from a 3-0 deficit to win that 4-3. And then in the main event, we had Comfy Len defeating Rage Will 4-2. So Comfy Len and Bright Boy will be facing each other next week in the semifinals. But tonight, we're going to have two more boxers moving on to the semifinals. Those either being Space Vegemite, Shiken, Stanvich, and the two-time Solitary Heavyweight Champion, the defending champion, Eiss. Those four will be in action here tonight. And before we get started with our first matchup tonight, let's talk about the second match, the main event tonight. Space Vegemite and Eiss. These two boxers are probably one of the best boxers in this tournament, and they're fighting off each other here in the second round. Space Vegemite was runner-up for the Natatsu Heavyweight Championship in the European Finals this season. Eiss, he only competed in one tournament, didn't win it this season, but he's still a two-time defending champion nonetheless, and he had a very convincing win in the first round. So let me just ask you this, Radovan. Eiss, he hasn't been as active with NHBL this season, but he's looking up, still being in pretty good form. But he's going up against a very challenging boxer in Space Vegemite. Do you think, even though Eiss is already still a champion, do you think that maybe he has to kind of bring in a new strategy, something a little bit different to the table tonight?
In my opinion, Space Vegemite is a tough one because he is a tough one. So Ice is going to have put a lot of effort into actually kind of countering him in every point available. Like trying out. I recommend going like new tactics, maybe trying to go from sides to sides, trying to back him up in the corner. So yeah, I think it's probably better set up with I mean, he could also stick to the old tactics like going gently on him and then go at the end somewhat of a furious fight. But yeah, when we're talking about Space Vegemite, I think there is only one tactic only available, and it's just pushing him back, or even going
Mm-hmm.
from the corners and stuff like that. But I don't know. But I don't know why. But Space Vegemite is very dangerous when he is countered in the center. Like
Mm-hmm.
many boxers tend to lose when he is just in that position where he just positions himself into the center of the ring, and he has like in that moment he has the highest perception of trading punches.
Yeah, good, great. Yeah, great analysis there. You're absolutely right. Space Vegemite, even when he looks like he's down in an awful situation, he always seems to make up for it and comes back in it. He's a very good comeback boxer. Not a lot of boxers possess that strength, and you're absolutely right. And Eiss, he's very aggressive too. So you're having two aggressive boxers. I mean, you're talking about Eiss trying to stay back. It's going to be difficult for him. He likes to be aggressive. I mean, I'm just imagine Radovan, two aggressive boxers going at it. It's going to be a slugfest.
Of course, it's going to be one. As you said, they are both aggressive. So I maybe not completely estimated the situation. So I guess I might change the opinion on Ice. So yes, since you have already told me the fact, so I guess it's going to be, well, as you already mentioned, a pretty furious fight. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, good luck, Space.
Yeah, it's going to be furious for both of them, and but that'll be in our main event tonight between those two, Space Vegemite and Eiss. Will Space Vegemite able to dethrone a champion and make sure that Eiss doesn't become a three-time champion? We'll have to wait to find out. There's also Ping involved too. Space Vegemite is from Europe, and of course Eiss is from Canada, so there's going to be a little bit of a Ping difference. But up next, we're going to be seeing our first matchup of the night. It will be Stanvich and it will be Shiken. And before we get down to the ring, real quick, let's get a quick analysis on this matchup. Stanvich, a rookie. Shiken, a veteran. Usually, when that stacks up, you have the veteran winning over Stanvich. But let me tell you this. I think, and Fedora can fact check me on this, I believe it was the Clash where Shiken got defeated by Stanwich. And I'm pretty sure that's right. Yes, they're backing me up on that. So Stanwich beat Shiken. So Clash third for Stanwich. Yes, he beat Shiken in the Clash. You have to imagine that Shiken is looking out for retribution tonight.
Of course, he's going to look for some revenge on that one. I mean, back then in the third Clash, Stanwich just showed him off. Even though he starts as a new one, he has shown us some pretty neat skills actually. Pretty well trained, pretty well strategized, and yes, and I believe that Chicken is going for, will most likely target him the most, even though he's standing against him. But he is going for with the more he is going with the mindset of getting that revenge. He wants to get him down and win this tournament for good.
Yeah, it's exactly right. And Fedora's giving me the stats here because I don't have it in front of me right now. Stanwich in Clash, he won 2-1 against Bax, whose Bax has done very well from that point. He's gotten much better, but 2-1 for over Bax, 3-2 over Shiken, and he lost so close, 4-3 to Fluffy Teddy Bear, and that was his first tournament. So that is crazy. And of course, he went down the fight night and he finished fourth place in the Boxing Mania 16-man tournament. So, I mean, Stanwich, he's already being well established, and this being his first season. Awesome to see, but he's not going to be an easy task going up against Shiken. Stanwich and Shiken might be a lot closer than what a lot of people might think. So, Radovan, as we see here, and we're also going to need someone in the booth for a bell, by the way. But we're going to see both boxers here in the warm-ups. Of course, warm-ups, they kind of get practice with the hit reg and everything like that, but we're going to be seeing here they're kind of just sitting there a little bit here. But as we see here, Radovan, let me ask you this: Stanwich, he's a little bit more serious than Shiken. Shiken likes to kind of have a little fun with it. Still does very well, but Stanwich, he's a little bit more serious and to the point. He wants to win. Do you think maybe that will bring a little bit more edge in Stanwich's favor, possibly?
Pretty sure. I mean, when we saw in that warm-up round, Sandwich was pretty aggressive there. Even though that Chicken was trying to like stay calm, focus his shots up, and then try to take as much hit as he can. But even though Sandwich is taking the warm-up rounds too seriously and might be leading to him winning the actual rounds that are leading up next. So yeah, that's probably said with that.
Yeah, and Shiken likes to have a little bit of fun, but you see there, Shiken won that warm-up round. So what are you seeing between these two boxers now? I mean, like I said, it's not really what you might see in a real match. They're just kind of getting used to things. But, I mean, they're looking pretty confident, Radovan. So, I mean, give me your thoughts on just kind of how their play style is in these warm-up rounds.
During these warm-up rounds, they are like not even since we have the second warm-up round has already started. No, this is the third one. And during the second warm-up round, we could see that neither of them are taking it actually seriously. They're just testing each other. Like, what is he going to do in that situation? How can I take advantage of it? And then how can I use it to actually put him on the ground? And as you can see, Stanwich won the third round, which I guess is the end of the testing phase. So he is now ready to actually confront him in the match itself.
All right, there goes the bell, and both boxers are going out of their corners. Really aggressive punching style here, and Stanwich gets the last punch. I think a little bit more aggressive than I think we once was probably expecting. Stanwich getting pummeled there by Shiken.
They were both aggressively. They completely underestimated the situation. They when I told at the testing phase, they're trying to figure out what kind of movement set of moves they're going to use, and they pretty much completely ignored the testing phase. They're just going head on, like, I don't even care what he's going to use. I want him down.
All right, the bell has rung. Shiken getting the first victory up here in this first matchup of the night, and Shiken trying to get him around the corner, and Stanwich being cautious there, getting out of the corner. Look at Shiken, missed a punch there, but didn't matter. Shiken was already up one, and Shiken makes it 2-0. Stanwich had the wherewithal to get out of his corner to not get cornered, but in the end, Shiken still won that match, and it was going to be a close one either way.
Yes, again, neither of them are trying to actually like strategize their hits. They're actually going pretty furiously at each other. And yeah, Shiken is really going for that revenge. You can see him and his moves and his coordination with hits that he's really won him down.
All right, so it's 2-0 lead for Shiken, and Stanwich getting the first punch there, but they're so aggressive. Both these boxers going at it, but Stanwich yet again getting the final punch, one hit away again, and it is 3-0 for Shiken. It is already match point, and this is looking pretty bad for Stanwich.
We could once see back in the third clash, we could see that Stanwich was pretty aggressive as well. He was on the same level as Shiken, so he now kind of like uses the old set of moves that he used back on the third clash and trying to like reuse them, recycle them, so he can and he's good at it. He really wants Stanwich dead.
All right, this could possibly be the last round between these two. Shiken's up 3-0 against Stanwich. Stanwich getting against the ropes there, and Stanwich is approaching Shiken in the middle and gets the first punch off, but Shiken is near the ropes as well, and Stanwich makes sure that he doesn't get a clean sweep off of him, and it's 3-1. Still match point, but now there's a little bit more of a chance for Stanwich.
This reminds me from the situation from yesterday when Koopa King was facing Bright Boy. Koopa King kind of got into those 3 points, and then Bright Boy started to lead, getting on his level as well, and then completely winning the match. So I think this is going to be something on that way.
All right, it is 3-1. Can Stanwich, not going to jinx it. And then Shiken going right after Stanwich, going aggressive there, and Shiken missed that one punch. Now Stanwich missed that punch, and now he's just going to go in for the kill. And he gave him a knuckle. Stanwich, hold the mayo, please. And it is now 3-2. Or we might be seeing deja vu, perhaps, as Stanwich makes it a little bit closer.
This is a complete deja vu. I did not even expect him to go for that same tactic that he used on the third clash, going like pushing him into the corner and then finish him off with the loop. But yet, they were both actually having one last punch. They were both on equal, like one punch until death. So I guess Shiken kind of missed it, and then Stanwich used it into his advancement.
All right, so it's a little bit more interesting here. A couple rounds later, and Shiken going aggressive once again, trying to corner him. Stanwich getting out there. Oh, it's Stanwich got around Shiken, and it's now a tied game. Look out, Ty, because we're about to break you. We're going to tiebreaker time. Unbelievable strategy by Stanwich, is able to tie it up by getting around his opponent. That is such a difficult maneuver to do, and he did it brilliantly.
Well, I have nothing to say. That was actually amazing how we just encircled him and he actually kind of acted like he's using the holiday punch, just kind of encircle him and getting that crit. It was like that, but without the laughing taunt, and he didn't finish him up with the taunt.
All right, it is tiebreaker time. Both boxers, and it's just been an even fight this entire time. He's going to get the last punch, and Shiken does not make it. A comeback story. Stanwich leaves. Shiken moves on to the semifinals. A great matchup between these two, Radovan. That was a stellar performance of boxing. What a match.
I was about to say that Stanwich had some pretty good moves. He had the tactic. He had like the movement. He was pretty committed to win that. But Stanwich had only one mistake. He punched into nowhere, and Shiken then took it into the advantage and hit him from the behind, which then finished him off. And at the end, Shiken got his revenge. He really deserves. Congratulations, man.
I know we're sweating. I'm sweating, and I know that's a little bit, TMI, but we're sweating here because of a great match we just saw between Stanwich and Shiken. But guys, we have one more match. And it's going to be a real good one. We have the defending Toss Heavyweight Champion Eiss going up against Space Vegemite, the runner-up for the Toss Heavyweight Championship. And these two boxers will be going at it. They're going to be starting their warm-up rounds here real quick. And Radovan, we're going to see we've already saw a stellar match already. Will this match live up to the hype, or how do you see this playing out by chance?
I'm seeing this as I said it as I said it on the beginning. I think that this is going to be a pretty aggressive match. We have Space Vegemite, the one that really knows how to land his punches. Then we have a Ice, who is already defending some titles, which I don't know what they're named. I'm sorry.
Salsa
um,
heavyweight, Salsa heavyweight championship.
that's not yeah, and Ice completely decimated Space Vegemite. And the bizarre thing is that he completely destroyed him while he was in the central, which I said that it was Space's high ground. When he was in the central, he was practically unbeatable, unmatched. But now he's like laying on the ground and he just got respawned.
Yeah, and Ice, a lot of people were kind of wanting Ice to lose this tournament just for the fact that two-time champion, he's been so good for so long, and in the warm-ups, he's 2-0 in the warm-ups. Space Vegemite, he wants to win this so bad. Like I said, his dream is to go in the finals of the Salsa Heavyweight Championship against Comfy Len and settle it once and for all who is the better European boxer. And I wouldn't mind that, but I wouldn't mind Ice. Honestly, Ice is a great boxer. I feel as though, if put to the test, he can do anything his heart desires. I know that was really weird. I'm sorry. But this is going to be a good match regardless. There's no love lost between these two boxers. And Radovan, one real quick, since while they're doing this last warm-up real quick here, seeing their strategy, Ice is kind of a little bit more staying back, like kind of how you mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast. Maybe that's a little heat of advice. Maybe we've seen some of that in this matchup, perhaps.
Yeah, maybe. I look like Ice is kind of like baiting Space Vegemite into coming into him and then just going forward and just landing those punches. And we have seen some poorly made trades which weren't very effective and well caused into Space's defeat. Now it's like during the warm up round those are like 3-0, and now the actual match begins, and it's going to be interesting to see them how they are going to how they are going to go in the actual match. It is going to be interesting and also exciting.
All right, first match of this main event. Ice and Space Vegemite. Oh, Ice getting a nice hit there. Ooh, Ice missed that one punch there. Playing kind of conservatively here. And Ice, he's smelling blood in the water, but he's kept missing a couple of these punches there. And I believe they're more even. And Ice is going to finish him off. And it is 1-0 for Ice here in this matchup.
Space Vegemite did, again, that one mistake at the end when he just hit into nothing, and Ice just used it and turned it into his advantage, hitting him in the back and finishing him off. Like he's like trying to bait him and plays like in a gentle way.
All right, both these boxers coming out of their corners there. Oh, and Ice missing a punch there, and then Space misses his own. And now they're both going to kind of trade shots there. They're going in for quick punches there, because I think with a ping difference, I think that's all they can do. Oh, and Ice makes it 2-0. And he's starting to run away with this one here shortly. And yeah, it's a pretty big lead so far.
Yeah, it is indeed a pretty big lead. I mean, they both missed their punches, which were crucial if they had to withstand like in that manner of trading punches very well. They at the end they traded their punches very well at the end, but they didn't withstand very long. And as soon as Space didn't hit his second punch, Ice took it into his advantage and hitting into the back, and then he fell into the ground.
All right, the bell has rung. Will Ice get another victory here? Space try and mount some kind of offense here. And Ice going aggressive against Space. And once again, it's now 3-0. Ice, baby. I know he's going to get mad when I said that one. But Ice is conquering in the middle of the ring. No respect whatsoever. 3-0 for Ice, and it's already match point. But we've seen this a couple times already this finals. Radovan, are we going to see a very interesting finale to this match, perhaps?
This is going to be very interesting. If it's going to be like a paradox, like when someone scored like 3 points, and then the other one is like on 0. It is always. I mean, the cards aren't set yet, so it's going to be like a turntable, or maybe it's going to be like a complete it's going to be like yeah, it's going to be a turntable, or it's going to be in the way when Eiss wins the whole match.
All right, could possibly be. It is match point for tonight. And Eiss missing that one punch there. And they're both trying to play it conservative as much as they can. Getting quick punches in there. Don't want to be caught up. And Space is looking to go in for the kill. Oh my goodness, Eiss beats Space Vegemite. It was a clean sweep. And Space is going to call a dispute. That did look a little bit fishy there. Space is going to call a dispute. I believe it was, and we're going to wait for his reasoning. What is he disputing on? Let's see what his dispute is. He says, I was point blank and the punch didn't connect. So
after reviewing the play, and it has been determined that the final hit, even though hit reg is difficult to review, the last hit should have connected. So we will be overturning the round and redoing it.
All right, was this the prayer that Space Vegemite needed to stay into this? We're going to have to see if the tide will turn here. Both boxers getting a punch in with each other, and Eiss going in aggressive. Space might not know what to do, and that looked clean. And speaking of clean, the floors are nice and squeaky clean because Eiss is bringing out the mop for a clean sweep. And it's 4-0. Eiss moves to the semifinals. The defending champion is still in this tournament, Radovan. What does that? I mean, that has to tell you a lot about what's going about Eiss and his competitiveness.
What we could have seen, it was actually pretty clean. Even though there was a dispute, like the punch didn't connect, even though they connected, but they have to like restart the whole match. And
we are joined here with tonight's winners, Shiken and Eiss, who are, funny enough, competing in the semifinals. These two know each other very well. It's going to be an excellent semi-final match. I'll start off here with Shiken, who probably can't even hear me. He's not even in the Discord. Shiken, if you can hear me through the live stream, I will just say this: congrats, good win. He was coming back there. He had a 3-round streak. You were winning 3-0. What happened?
I did. I lost with Ala. He wasn't on my side there. But thank God I won. Came back and you know, I really won that one. Praise Allah. Thank God.
Fair enough. Well played. And you're standing across the ring from the guy you're going to be fighting next week in the Super Semis. Eiss, how do you feel about that? Oh, bit of sportsmanship there. This is a rematch of the Sasha Heavyweight Championship last year. Shiken, congratulations. We'll see you in the Super Semis against Eiss. I'm going to go over here to Eiss now. Eiss, a clean sweep over arguably the best heavy boxer in this tournament, the #1 ranked going into it. How do you feel?
Like I said, he wasn't even going to activate my trap card. Also, I got the broom out real quick, and that's what I gotta say to you, Space.
Here we go.
Whoa, this is vehicular manslaughter. This is vehicular manslaughter.
Space Vegemite not taking
I'm coming back.
Shit tonight. Oh.
I'm coming back.
Alright. Gentlemen, break it up for a second. I think we should probably break it up for a sec. Okay. Anyway, Eiss in the semis, you're going against Shiken. This is the rematch of the 8th Sasha Heavyweight Championship. Your thoughts?
So, with this, that marks that the rest of my tournament is... Yeah. With this, that marks that the rest of my tournament will be against people that have at least 100 ping. Yes. And I've made it very clear that ping benefits the guy with the high ping. Well, unless you're Space, in which case, he still wants to kill me. He still wants to kill me.
Hashtag rivalry, blood is brewing. Guys, chill. Okay. Alright.
Anyways, yeah.
But yeah.
Should I beat Shiken in the super semis, I still have to go against either Bright Boy or who was on the other side?
Comfy Lynn.
Yeah, so either a Peruvian versus Canada final or Canada versus EU for the third year in a row.